Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today is such a beautiful video. I am collaborating with my friend here on Instagram and her name is Victoria. If you've not watched her already, her channel name is Victoria to Beauty. I will link all the details in the description box below for you guys. We were going and exchanging ideas with each other and we thought of we are gonna do our best neutral palettes with a twist. We both love neutral palettes, but we also love like spicy neutrals and dry leaf term. We want something a little extra to our neutral palettes, so that's exactly what we have. We wanted to go around 10 eyeshadow palettes and then we were like, let's go around 12. So that's what we ended up with. Now if you want to see which are the palettes that I chose, and I'm so excited to see which palettes Victoria chose in her video, so I'm definitely going to check that out. But if you're ready, let's begin. The first palette that popped right into my head as soon as I thought of neutral palettes with a twist was this Glaminatrix Cosmetics Barely Basic palette. Actually, any of the Glaminatrix palettes would come in this category and would fit in this category so beautifully, but this definitely felt right. This is a beautiful neutral palette, but because of this iridescent multichromes right on the top of the row, it fits so apt in this category. The addition of the multichromes definitely takes this palette to another level, and this is my favorite palette that they have done from Glaminatrix Cosmetics, and I'm very happy. I love the gradient that they have gone from lighter tone mattes to mid-tone mattes to deeper tone mattes, and these shimmers are so sparkly, they're so smooth. I love that Glaminatrix never does like a chunkier or a textured shimmer. These are all very smooth on the eyes, and I love that about Glaminatrix Cosmetics. So this is my first pick. The next palette that I want to talk about is from Kryptein Cosmetics, and this is the Burnt Forest palette. I feel like for a lot of people, greens are more neutrals, and I feel like for me, I'm not a big green person, but there are a lot of palettes here that has like pops of greens here and there. I feel like you have your beiges, your browns, your taupery shade. These look so wet on your eyes. You need to try it. But they also have some more of like a multichromy shade that are so beautiful and reflective and shifty on the eyes. They are so very pretty. And these mattes, if you have not tried Kryptein Cosmetics before, they are just buildable, smooth mattes, and the shimmers are absolutely gorgeous on the eyes. I do have a code actually with both of these brands. My code is Smithy Sony to save you 10% off. This I purchased with my own money, and the Barely Basics I did get in PR. Let's talk about the next brand, and this is Simply Posh Cosmetics, and this is the Cozy Cabin palette. I know I'm a big indie lover, and Victoria is more into indie as well as higher end eyeshadow palettes, and I'm pretty much the same category, I would say. I think you will see similar palettes, but I really hope that you guys get to see a lot of variety amongst both of our selection. My next palette is Cozy Cabin, and this I feel like if you're a neutral warm tone wearer or a neutral cool tone wearer, this palette has you covered. This is definitely a matte heavy palette, and the middle row that you see, their shimmers are my favorite. Like, they are so thinly packed. They are all duochromes, they're not multichromes, so you know exactly what you're getting when you're putting it on your eyes, and they pair so well with each other. You don't have to like guess on whether these shades will go against each other or not. Yes, they will, but if you want like a simple monochromatic look, you can definitely go column by column and you can get such amazing looks. I cannot recommend this enough. I do have a code with Simply Posh Cosmetics, and my code is Smithy, and this was sent to me in PR. Okay, let's talk about Natasha Denona next. Natasha Denona has a lot of neutral palettes in her collection. I was thinking of something extra that Natasha Denona would give, and I chose My Dream palette. This is my favorite palette, especially if you're a medium to deep tone person. I feel like this has so much of variety in it, and this is my most used palette from Natasha Denona for sure. I was actually debating if I should put this or should I put I Need a Warm palette, but I chose this because I feel like if I have to be true to myself, I need to pick this. And this has multichromes in it. You can get like some peachy tones, some neutral brown tones, you can get some burgundy tones, you can get this beautiful purple to green shifting eyeshadow. You have so many options here. You can get some rose goldy shades. They are just amazing. I love Natasha Denona mattes as well as shimmers. They're very elegant looking on the eyes, and the mattes are my favorite because these are like so smooth and so buildable. I really love the selection that was chosen in this My Dream palette. I really hope that Natasha Denona now comes out with more like versatile palettes instead of more monochromatic palettes, because I'm a person who really likes versatility. I need like bang for my buck when I'm spending $69. I really love this palette. By the way, Victoria's channel, YouTube channel is more in French, but you can get like dubbing in English. That's how I watch her because I don't understand French, but I love her personality that comes across in the videos. I really love her. I do have a code with Natasha Denona. My code is Smithy Sony, but this was bought by my own money. Okay, let's move on to Adept Cosmetics. Now, Adept Cosmetics, I feel like the vibes of that brand itself is more neutral leaning, colorful. And I feel like as soon as I think of a neutral palette with a twist, this palette would jump out to me. And I know for a fact that Victoria bought this palette because of my recommendation, because I love this palette. And this is Flying Fiddles from Adept Cosmetics. This is such a beautiful neutral palette, but all the eyeshadow looks that come out of this palette, they are just something so very special. I love that this palette doesn't have those squishy shimmers that Adept did in the past. This is the first time when they gave us these kind of shimmers that were more like toppery and they were more sparkly. I really love this palette with my whole heart. I feel like you can get a lot of variety of looks with this palette. You can get a blue look, you can get a green look, you can get a burgundy look, you can get a mauve look, you can get your natural brown tone looks. It is just such a beautiful palette, but this palette does have a lot of multi-chrome shades too. You can see this, it's shifting so beautifully. I really love what they have done with this palette. I really love it. I do have a code with Adept too, and my code is Smithy Sony, and I got this with my own money. Let's move on to Nomad Cosmetics. Has Victoria tried Nomad? I'm not sure. I don't think she has. I have two palettes from Nomad Cosmetics that I wanted to try. One that I got with my own money, and this is when I first started testing out Nomad Cosmetics, and this is my favorite palette from them, and this is Chicago Speakeasy. This is such a beautiful palette. Again, this is a palette that I absolutely love. This color story is meant for me. Like, I love good mauvey, purpley, this kind of a grayscale tone. I really love, and I love my neutrals here, but there is a twist of greens right here, and this middle row is all multi-chrome shades. And they look so elegant on the eyes. They're not textural by any means. They're sparkly, they're smooth, they're really beautiful. I absolutely love the shades that were incorporated here, and I love the packaging too. It gives me like a very Chicago Speakeasy vibes. That's what it is. Okay, let's move on to the next palette from Nomad, and this is the Berlin Untergrund palette, and this is so beautiful. Again, a very neutral palette, but it is more shimmer heavy. But these shimmers, they sparkle and shine on the eyes like no other. I love that these are all neutral grungy tones, but you have like a pop of green there that can make it a little bit more interesting. This shimmer that is like a blue-brown pigment, that is amazing. All these shimmers have the undertone which makes it so special. I really love this palette. I wore this to office so many times. This is a very recent palette in my collection. I just got it like a month ago, and this is quickly creeped up on the top of the list. I really love it. This was sent to me in PR, and I do have a code with Nomad Cosmetics, and my code is Smithy Sony. Let's talk about Ensley Rain Cosmetics. Now, I know for a fact that Victoria loves Ensley Rain Cosmetics too. I really love their formulas, and that's what I really love about them. I have two palettes to talk about. One is a more of a recent palette, and this is Whispering Woods. If you're a green lover, you are in serious business with this. I love the artwork of this palette so very much. It is really pretty, and the shades inside, you get so much of variety in this palette, and the quality is absolutely beautiful. I love that you can go in so many directions. Yes, you can get some orangey, corally looks, you can get some green looks, you can get some teal looks, you can get some burgundy looks, some mauvey looks, and these shimmers. I have loved the recent shimmers that Ensley has done, where it's not like chunkier, it's very smooth and like reflective and dimensional on the eyes. I really love this palette with my whole heart, and I see myself wearing this fairy ring shade and messina shade so much. Actually, this one also, the fairy whisper. Actually, these palette shimmers, they're so smooth on the eyes that it would never disappoint you. I really love this palette. I have another palette from Uni Cosmetics, and this is definitely spicy neutrals, and this is light in your eyes palette from them. This is totally like, if you're a lover of neutral palettes, but if you love grungy tones, this is the palette for you. I love this. This has a mix of smoother shimmers as well as textured shimmers. This has a little bit more texture to it. This Endless Nights, the Glimmer, Besties, they're not like squishy by any means. They are very like, it's like metal on your eyes. It's like liquid metal. It just shines like no other. It doesn't have so many shifts except this shade and this shade and this shade. Rest, everything is like liquid metal. So if you're not a big lover of multi-chromes, but you love reflective shiny shades, this is the palette for you. This is absolutely amazing. I love the mattes of this palette so very much. They are deep, they're dramatic, but you have some lighter tone mattes also to blend everything together. Again, a very versatile palette in my opinion. I love it. This shade Radiant Soul, oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. So beautiful. I really love this one. Okay, now let's talk about Unearthly Cosmetics. This palette, I was using it non-stop in my life because this is such a beautiful, effortless palette. Victoria, if you don't have this palette, I think you need this palette in your collection, because I think you'll absolutely love it. And this is from Unearthly Cosmetics, and this is the Sorcerous Smoke palette. It is a magnetic palette, so you can move it here and there. But this palette has so much of, it's not colorful by any means, but it is so special on the eyes. This shade, Vervain, is my favorite shade of this palette. It's green, but it's grungy. It is so beautiful on the eyes. It has like a purple shift to it that makes it so very special. It's like a grungy green to a purple shift. Love it. This is so bright and green on the eyes. This on the inner corners, so beautiful. This is such a beautiful, like a rose goldy shade. You have like a bronzy shade, a coppery shade, a blue brown kind of shade, and these mattes, they blend and build like no other. I cannot wait to wear this even more. I really love this palette so very much. This was bought by my own money, and I'm not an affiliate with Unearthly Cosmetics, but I love this palette. Okay, the next brand we are going to talk about is Sigma Beauty. Now, if you're more into higher end brands, if you like those smoother shimmer, not any multi-chromes, not any duochromes, you want like standard shimmers that are very reflective and that are very elegant on the eyes, this palette is for you. This is Cool Neutrals from Sigma Beauty. You get so much of variety in this palette. You can get some warm tone looks, some neutral pinky kind of looks, you can get some mauvey looks, you can get some cooler tone looks. You can get so much of variety with this palette. I really love this palette from Sigma Beauty. If you're a neutral lover, I feel like you'll never get disappointed with this palette. It is so very pretty. This shade and this shade, it has that twinkly quality on the eyes that you should see it on the eyes. The way it shines is so pretty. I really love this. This is for like my kind of like basic girlies. If you want like an office palette, this palette is beautiful. And you also get a bonus, a brush with it, which is double-ended, a crease brush as well as a packer brush. What is not to love about it? And the handle is also absolutely amazing. These are all like wonderful quality products. I would highly recommend it. And next, let's talk about Cosmic Beauty or Cosmic Brushes, their neutrals palette. Now, if you're a warm tone person, I feel like you will absolutely love this palette, but this is neutrals with a twist, because there is so much more extra dimensional things that is happening in this palette. You get your warm tones, your neutral tones, your greens, your burgundies, your mustards, but these shades, they are so shifty and dimensional. Like, look at the way it shifts in the pan. and it is all so smooth. Again, you're not getting textural or like thicker shimmers with these palettes. They are absolutely beautiful, and indie brands are not affordable by any means, but this is a brand that gives you affordable products at high quality. It is absolutely beautiful. This is like my favorite shade, the Luxe shade, and I'm not a big gold person, but this shade on the eyes, it looks absolutely amazing. This shade, it is like a pink iridescent multichrome, so beautiful and glowy and wet looking on the eyes, beautiful. And these shimmers, they are like bronzy, like I love a good like brown smoky eye, and this would get you there. Love it, absolutely love this one. And last, certainly not the least, we have a palette from Wicked Widow Beauty, and this is the Tales of Terror palette. This palette was sent to me in PR, and my code is Smithy Sony. This is neutrals with a twist. If you love a good grungy palette but you want your neutrals, this palette is for you. This has beautiful pops of greens and oranges and purples, like a Halloween autumn palette, but this has beautiful quality. Again, this is a magnetic palette, so you can mix and match. It's such a beautiful palette. Let me show it to you. So whenever I say it's a magnetic palette, you can just plop those shadows and make it your, or customize it as your own. And I absolutely love the way how this looks on the eyes. My favorite shade is this Silent Soul shade and this Superstition shade. They look so beautiful in the eyes, like all across the eye. This is an absolutely amazing palette. I love the art cover of the palette too. Tales of Terror, a haunting palette, definitely a favorite of mine. And those were my best neutral palettes with a twist. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I cannot wait to see what Victoria has selected in her video. I'm heading right now there to watch her video. But that's all for today. If you did like my video, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.